Hi, my name is Jim Wasley. I'm a professor of architecture at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, and I'd like to welcome you to Reimagining Water, linking sustainable urban water systems in the Great Lakes Basin. The NSF put out a call last spring for Sustainable Urban Systems workshops. This was one of 20 such workshops that happened around the country, ours specifically focusing on urban water systems. And let me acknowledge my co-PI right now, Carol Miller at Wayne State University, and thank everyone on the right-hand side of the screen. The workshop set out to create a research and practice network, bringing academics, practitioners, regulators, and other stakeholders together around the following thesis. First, the sustainable urban water systems of the future will mimic ecological systems, where water is a primary medium of interconnectivity. Just as in nature, an integrative approach to design, linking one urban water system to another, offers benefits that are not predicted by the analysis of the separate strategies individually. Finally, to achieve these syntheses, the sustainable urban water systems of the future must first overcome the jurisdictional, regulatory, and other barriers to their linkage through integrated design. The Great Lakes Basin is a clear and coherent region, identified as home to 20% of the world's fresh water. Within the basin, port cities are the dominant urban form. The big question is how all of this water leverages an ecologically rich and socially sustainable future for the 33 million people who reside in the basin. These waterfront cities, in turn, share an intimately related set of post-industrial landscapes with a legacy of AOCs, hard-walled brownfield waterfronts, and aging infrastructure. The ecological impact of these landscapes, a certain hardening of the waterways where soft turns to hard and green gives way to gray, are visible from space. The workshop set out a wide-open agenda with a clearly bounded geography. We are interested in the complete range of urban systems that are potentially linked by water, the entire water-energy-food nexus. Given the unique strengths of UWM School of Freshwater Sciences, we pair that urban focus with an equal focus on the health of the nearshore waters, and we frame both in relation to their larger watersheds. To give the workshop coherence, we focused for starters on the boundary between water and land itself, on the topic of waterfront redevelopment. Here we are looking at the Milwaukee Inner Harbor, approximately 100 acres of brownfield land surrounding the Port of Milwaukee and the Jones Island wastewater treatment plant. My own work has in the past involved leading a school-wide investigation of the ecological restoration and economic redevelopment potentials of this area as a precursor to the city's current redevelopment efforts. The UWM School of Freshwater Sciences occupies a former industrial site in the heart of this development area. The workshop also took a specific linkage as its primary challenge. Here we are looking at a stormwater fountain that I designed as a gateway element linking the School of Freshwater Sciences back to the city. This demonstration project attempts several linkages of relevance here, but one in particular was critical. The linkage that failed to happen, the linkage that motivated this workshop, was this. On the one side of the railroad tracks, we see brownfield redevelopment project and the fountain that I just showed. The initial goal of that fountain was to clean stormwater from the entire site and divert it from the combined sewer system to the other side of the tracks, to a second demonstration project intended to create aquatic habitat in the slip at the School of Freshwater Sciences. On the one side, you have the city and the sewage district and all of the tools available to permit and fund green infrastructure. On the other side, the Wisconsin DNR, the EPA's Great Lakes Restoration Initiative, and all of the tools available to address this listed area of concern. But the question of linking the two, of disconnecting the redeveloped brownfield from the combined sewer system and directing that clean stormwater into an aquatic habitat project, that question could not be answered. Just how clean would that need to be? Under what conditions would it be permissible? Who would actually benefit and what would the actual benefits be? Answers to these questions could not be agreed upon and the project stalled. This sounds like a unique set of circumstances, but elsewhere in this poster you will see it as a common question. What are and how can we realize the potential benefits of these sorts of linkages? The workshop turned to researchers and activists representing a variety of perspectives, talking about resources that might be brought to bear as we seek to create the conditions for informed design. Here is John Jensen of the School of Freshwater Sciences, who has been studying the ecology of the industrial harbor. We also turn to professionals and projects that address these linkages. Here is the Middle Ground Metro Park in Toledo, Ohio by Smith Group. This project takes stormwater from a bridge reconstruction and weaves it seamlessly into a brownfield waterfront restoration. The poster will go on to describe the recommendations that emerge from this workshop and start on a case study project that the workshop initiated. Enjoy the poster and please ask questions. If you would like the workshop proceedings, they are easy to find. Simply go to the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee website, Google my name, and you will find a link there. Thanks.